Hey y'all, welcome back to another vlog. Today I'm going to be doing a lot of yard work. I'm going to be possibly weed eating, push mowing around, I just ate a yogurt. I'm like, I got air in there. Anyways, push mowing around the buildings, and I want to clean up the yard a little bit. Also want to refill my bird feeders and just check on my rose bush and see if I need to do any more of that. My cat scratched me earlier. I was playing with her and it itches. So anywho, we gotta go out there though. Also, they put little flags where our stuff goes under the ground. So I may show y'all that because I just think it's kind of interesting. We have a water leak, and I'm pretty sure it's down there by the meter because that's where all the water is. So I don't know if the flags have anything to do with that. I'm not really sure, but they're gonna fix it. Our rules here, Miss Lucy, don't be scratching the chair. She's staring at me. I'm about to let them outside. Basically the rules here, because we own the trailer but we don't own the land, we have to pay for the land. They will fix anything that's outside of the mobile home, but if it's underneath the mobile home or in the mobile home, we're responsible for that. So thankfully this leak is not underneath our house, so we don't have to fix it. They'll fix it. Which is nice because we pay to live here.
It was 92 degrees this day, but that was not stopping me, and I'm glad we got this done because we did end up getting a pretty heavy storm later this evening, and as soon as it rains, our grass grows really fast. So anyways, we typically mow twice a week. That is how fast it grows. It's crazy. How fast does y'all's grass grow? How often do you have to do your yard work? I'm curious to know. Speaking of yard work, I had planned to weed around my flower beds and garden area, stuff like that, by hand in this video, but it did not happen. So today's yard work consisted of mowing and weed eating, and then also just picking some veggies from the garden. And we'll start on the rest of the yard work that I was wanting to do, which was clean up the porch and weed by hand. We'll start that tomorrow. I also really want to declutter and go through my fall decor, since the next season I'm going to be decorating for is Halloween and fall, and I'm just going to kind of combine the two. I may put sprinkles of fall out before I decorate for Halloween, but I'm doing a collab with one of my friends on September 21st, so that is when my big fall / Halloween decorate with me will be. So I'm already kind of getting ideas and plans going for that because I think it's going to be really fun and I really want to go all out this year. So I'm really excited to share that with y'all, but we'll possibly declutter that decor in tomorrow's video. know a lot of y'all like real time and talking. So the second half of this video is just that. It's pretty much just a vlog. We cook and we hang out. We talk about Jesus, all that fun stuff. But in this beginning portion, I just was knocking out all the yard work, and I kind of can't talk to y'all when I'm using them because they're just loud. But I did want to mention I used the same battery. This is the 40 volt battery. It's the one that came with the lawnmower. It says that it has a 45-minute runtime. I weed eated and mowed. I was outside for an hour, so I probably wasn't like, there's moments where you're not doing anything. You're like moving somewhere else, so you turn it off for a minute or so. But overall, I was out here for an hour and it did not poop out on me. It didn't seem like it was working any less than it was when it was freshly charged. So yeah, I would confidently say the runtime is accurate on what it says, about 45 minutes. It may depend on like how hard it's having to work too. I don't know if that would be a case, but otherwise I think it could go for the whole amount of time. So if you've got a smaller yard, you could probably mow your entire yard just on one charge. Alright, y'all, so here's the red lines they did. They've got flags out. Got some over here too. Put flags out. And it goes under the house. Alright, we're gonna mow around the other side of the building. Then I'm going to go in and take a break. Because it's hot. It's 90s today. I just came back inside. I think I was out there for about 30 minutes and I'm going to cool off, and then I'll go back out there a little bit later and start working on the area around those pavers that we just put out. I need to mow that, and once I get done mowing and weed eating, I can clean up the porch, and I might sweep off the paver area and just make everything look nice. So she really thought she could do it all this day. She cannot. So we're going to be making it all look nice tomorrow. but we are gonna mow here. I even after I got done with the stuff we needed to do, I walked over to our neighbor's yard and just started weed eating around, just like there's certain objects and stuff in the yard, but they're doing their best to clear it all out. So no judgment whatsoever. They weren't the ones that put it there in the first place. It was the previous owners, and it's a one-person show, so it's taken them some time. But they have mowed our grass multiple times before we got our lawnmower. So I figured it's just a nice gesture to do. So we'll be doing that later on. I just now realized that I still have the tags on those flowers. I was gonna make a joke. There's like a conspiracy that people that buy home decor and post home decorating videos will leave the tags on. That way, once they're done decorating, they can go and return all the stuff. I would hope that's not the case. Just know, y'all, if you ever see me buy stuff and I put it in my house, it ain't going back to the store. If I purchased it, I'm not returning. I'd rather eat my money than return an item. I'm that lazy. say I love yard work, landscaping, working with flowers, the garden, all of it. If I could do this every day, I would. Now, I do love my 4 seasons because I know not every state has 4 seasons, but I really do like the summer. And I used to get the opposite of like seasonal. Normally it's in the fall or winter that people will get the like seasonal depression, which I do get it in the winter, but the fall I just love. But I also used to get it in the summer. As soon as spring was over, I felt like, oh, I just want to be in the house all the time. Like, it's too hot to go outside. There's nothing to do. And there was a time where even the garden, I would start a garden, and then as soon as it started getting into the 90s, I would be watering it maybe every few days, and stuff would be burning up, and we didn't get much food from it. But this year, I have been very diligent on taking care of our garden. We have been taking care of the yard and keeping things cut back and all that so it's not growing up. There is stuff growing up again on the old shed, but we are about a week out from ordering the rental dumpster that's going to be here for a month. So we will be tearing down the shed very soon. I don't know how long it takes for the dumpster to get here, like the wait time. I feel like it's maybe a week or so, but it will definitely be, we'll order it next week and then see when it gets here. So maybe the last week of July we'll be able to start on that. And Aaron did mention also possibly renting a machine, a skid steer. I think he mentioned something that can just kind of bulldoze it down and then pick up the pieces to put in the dumpster. So depending on the cost of those, because I'm not trying to spend $1,000, but depending on the cost, it would be really nice to use that, and then we could get it knocked out really fast. So now I'm over in the neighbor's yard, which honestly, part of this, technically we used to mow before anybody lived there, but we don't mind it. Like, we have a huge yard and they don't have a very big yard, so it's not a big deal at all. But we used to take care of this part of the yard. Basically, where that red kayak is, it would just, a straight line to the fence. That was kind of ours, but it's alright. Anyways, I was just weed eating as much as I could, and then I ended up coming inside. I don't know what I was even talking to y'all about at the beginning of this. Oh, but I'm very passionate about the summer and like doing yard work and gardening and all of those things, and it has definitely helped me with my happiness and my health. So if y'all are stuck inside, even if it's just going outside for 10 minutes, I promise you can like work your way up to being able to be in the heat, because it gets hot and humid here. But as long as you stay hydrated and you go in and out, you can really spend a lot of time outside, and it's helpful too, because you'll be getting vitamin D and everything.
I'm wore out, y'all. I didn't think I was gonna weed eat that much, but that tall grass, that's how we get snakes, and I just wanted to weed eat a little bit in the other yard. So hopefully they don't mind. But It was just super grown up. I thought about taking the push mower through there, but I'm glad I didn't, because when I was weeding, there was a lot of like Coke bottles and Gatorade bottles, water bottles, stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't understand just throwing trash into your yard, you know? Anyway, it is what it is. They're doing their best, so I'm just trying to help out a little bit. Anyway, my hat is all sweaty. I'm sweaty. I'm debating on whether I want to take a shower or not, because I want to go back out there and do some stuff, but also I don't want to shower and then get dirty again. So I don't know. I think I may save the weeding like by hand for another video, and then I can just go out there and pick my veggies that are ready, because we've got quite a few ripe tomatoes out there. We also have 4 ripe tomatoes in here. Alright y'all, I just changed, got out of the shower. Aaron was running errands. That's kind of funny, Aaron errands. And he went to this new fast food place in the town next to ours called Shortstops. And I'm so excited to eat fries. I'm sure there's a burger or something else in there. My hands are shaky because of the holding the weed eater. Anyways, we went to Freddy's yesterday because it's new in Lexington, and they gave us fry sauce. They have a regular one and then a jalapeno one. The jalapeno one is really good. I might leave these in the bag. Just eat them out of the bag. Oh wow, this is a big burger. Look at that. Holy moly, I gotta go get my fiber gummies. I'm guessing this is sweet tea because that's what I've been drinking when I order drinks. So this has everything on it. Tomatoes, lettuce, pickles, bacon, cheese, burger, onion, mayo. I'm ready to tear it down. Alright y'all, I am hoping that y'all will be able to see everything that I'm looking at, and it's not fogging up, but we've got a bunch of clouds rolling in, so we're supposedly gonna have a pretty big thunderstorm this evening. Oh, Aaron's windows are rolled up, and I just noticed my baby is at the door, so I'm gonna let her in real quick, then I won't have to get her afterwards. Hi, Miss Margaret. How are you, sweetheart? I love you. Go ahead. Oh, and Chloe's food's down, so I have to get that. I guess we're going to see if this works. Me being inside. Oh, there she goes eating it. Get out of her bowl. Who are you? Who are you? I'm putting her food. I'm hiding it. Hi, Chloe. Now all I have to get is Lucy. I want to film a cleaning video today too. Da, 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 da. If I do film it, it's already up on that channel. Like a power hour. I see you. Okay. Come back over here and pick some stuff. I'm going to come back here and do my cucumbers first, since they're hard. See how many I can get. This thing has fallen over, so that's great. Okie dokie. Oh, how many are on here? Oh goodness, there's one. I brought my scissors to help me. Got one cucumber. And I think my cucumber plant is starting to die off, which isn't terribly bad. I feel like I'm cucumbered out at this point because we've gotten so many. I noticed there's one in here that's pretty orange. Because I didn't get it when it needed to be got. That happens with cucumbers. They like to hide. And it's hard to get over here now. Okay. Yeah, I picked this one and it is yellow as can be. Because I picked it and then forgot to take it inside. So my white picks that I had this stuck on have been bending down. They don't like the heaviness of it. Oh, that one just fell off. That's good. Oh no, it didn't. I was looking at the wrong side. This one looks good though. I got another one that looks edible. And oh yeah. Oh no, there's two of them. There's two of them that are goners. I'll show y'all in a second. They literally look like papayas. They're so yellow. I don't like papaya. Do you? I don't like the flavor of it. Okay. Got all the cucumbers that can be got. And I don't even know if this one's going to be any good, but supposedly we have 3 of them that are going to be okay. And let's see. I got some chili peppers in here. I'll show y'all all this stuff when we go back inside. Here's another one. This chili pepper acted like it was weak for a while. And then eventually it just started shooting up on me, which was pretty nice. Is there any more? I'm gonna let those keep growing some. And I want to show you all these cucumbers. You cannot eat these. They're ridiculous looking. Now I'm wondering, I'm going to get back out of here. I'm going this way. And then I'm going to have to come back in this way because I've got some tomatoes to pick. Oh, tomatoes smell so good. Look how, like, yeah. They don't look good. They were out here for too long. Now, yeah, it's getting dark over there. I'll show y'all in a second. Now I gotta get all these tomatoes out of here. There's a bunch. These kind of just pop off. One. Whoops. One. Oh, that's why. Okay. 2. 3. These look great too. Here's another one. This one's red. Oh shoot. Red, red, red. Oh goodness. It is red, but it looks terrible. So, it's going over there. I just throw them. I've got some more down here. I hope this is okay. Yeah. So that is 3 tomatoes so far. This is number 4. It's alright. It's split, but that's okay. 4 tomatoes. And there's more tomatoes over there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab these banana peppers. I've got 1, 2, 3. And now it can make some more. 3 of those. I don't think I have any bell pepper ready yet. They kind of take a while to grow. The tomatoes are really doing something. And they're starting to crawl on the ground. Because there's just, these have gotten so tall Hi, Lucy. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to take you inside. Okay. I don't let my cats, they have to go in if it's going to rain because I don't want them getting wet. They don't want to get wet either. Here's one. This looks delicious. And another one. This one has a dent in it, but that's okay. As long as they're not moldy, I think it's fine. This one actually looks like something just was trying to eat it. It probably was. I haven't even been checking these for the worms because I put that, what do you call it, 7 dust on there. And there's no signs of worms. I mean, you'll know if there's a worm because it will have like, it will look like you've cut a bunch of pieces off of it just randomly. And if you haven't, then it's a worm. The worms really blend in well with the tomato plants. It makes it hard to see them. But there's some more tomatoes over here, down at the bottom. Oh, and it is rotten. Oh, goodness. Ew, I did not want to touch that. Oh, good throw. Okay, that is the last one. Okay, so we got all of our produce for today, which is nice. I like to play this little game of how much money do I think this would have cost at the grocery store. So let's go take all this stuff in and figure it out ourselves. I'm going to do the porch another day. I wore myself out this morning, but I do want to show y'all the clouds because it's super dark. You see that? I feel like the camera never does the clouds justice, but it is really dark. Oh, and we found out why our water keeps coming out of the bird feeder. It's because our fountain is so big for that bird feeder that it kicks the water out. Look at that baby. She's so sweet. Oh shoot, I'm kicking the thing. See all the clouds? See how dark it is back there? It's coming. I'm so excited, ready for it. I love rain. As long as it's not super loud and scary. Thankfully, if it is, Aaron's here, so I don't really get scared when he's here. Also, I just pray. And when I pray, that takes my fears away. Oh, we need to close this. From where I was doing yard work earlier, and I think, no, I did put up the weed eater. Oh my goodness, praise report. I don't have to water my garden today. Very exciting tea. I do have to roll up his windows though. Someone has a habit of leaving them rolled down. Okie dokie. I'm going to put this in here too. I don't know why it's out here, but he does use it, so. What happened to my foot? Ugh. What the heck? What is that? There's a nail. I got a nail in my shoe. I'm glad it was my shoe and not anything else. Oh, I'm glad I put tennis shoes on. I was gonna wear my slides, but I decided to wear my tennis shoes instead. My slides are dirty from weed eating. Oh, I still have to go get the lock. I was like, hey, I don't have to have the lock to shut the door. Oh, I do have to have it to lock the door. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get the lock and get Lucy inside. It's time for them to eat. Oh, and it's time for me to check y'all's comments on yesterday's video. Oh, no. Margaret, come here. Come on, let's go eat. Let's go eat. I got her. Lucy. No, she didn't run out. I saw Margaret's tail and I thought one was running the other direction. She didn't. That's good. Sometimes you just gotta ring your bell yourself. It's not windy enough for it to get wrong. What are y'all having for dinner tonight? We're gonna have chicken and mashed potatoes and probably canned corn because you're gonna work too hard today to boil corn, you know? I can't hang. Okay, let's roll up the windows. Subscribe. It's free. Oh, it's locked. This is great security system. Oh my goodness. Yes. These actually roll up by hand. I'm out of breath. I locked that. Is this a package? He already opened it. And now, for my final, we're gonna roll up this window. And this window is funny because you roll it up so much and then it does that. It doesn't roll up all the way. So you gotta take your hands and push it. Okay, now, nothing's gonna get rained in on whatever. Anywho. Alright, y'all. We're going to take in this bag of groceries and see what all we got. Minus the 2 yellow cucumbers, because we don't even need to play with those. Alright, y'all ready for this? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tomatoes. Our tomatoes are like $1.99 a pound. So, what is that word people use to where they're describing something like they're being, not sugarcoating. Generous. Okay, I'm going to be generous and say that this is probably $6 worth of tomatoes, but honestly at our grocery stores it's probably more than that. So that's awesome. 7 tomatoes. They're all Rutger, I think. Tomatoes. We got 1 giant veggie tail, and I don't even know if it's going to be any good or not. And then we've got 2 good sized veggie tails, so very happy with that. Bob was the tomato, right? I don't know who the veggie tail was. We got 3 banana peppers, which is awesome. And then 2 chili peppers. I felt like I probably would have paid like $10 for all of this stuff, and I didn't pay anything. Well, water. But that's it. So yeah, that's exciting. Okay, I'm gonna go film my cleaning video for my Cleaning with Kimi channel. My phone is ringing. Anyways, and then I will come back here and cook dinner with y'all. Alright, y'all. I'm laughing because I literally just ended my other video. I just got done filming a clean with me for my other channel. Anyways, we are going to get dinner started. Tonight we're going to do chicken, mashed potatoes, and a can of corn. And we're going to do it together. I forgot I have to use the bathroom first. Alright, y'all, we're going to be doing the blackened chicken tonight. I'm going to be using this. It is the Tyson, I think they're called Anytizers or something like that, or grilled and ready. But it's the fully cooked blackened chicken breast. And I felt like a little bug went in my throat, but it didn't. I'm going to put this in the pan which sometimes we cook it in the air fryer, sometimes we cook it in the oven. It's really up to you how you want to cook it. Some people put it in the microwave, but it gets like really soggy and weird in the microwave, so I wouldn't really suggest putting it in there. Okay, I'm gonna do about that much. I'm not super hungry, so I think that would be fine. Like I'd be fine with 2 pieces. Anyway, I'm going to, I've never actually, I don't think I've done it in this before. Okay, it just says oven and microwave. It doesn't mention stovetop, but we're doing stovetop. Anyway, I'm going to do maybe like 4 and just cover it to keep that moist in there. And then I'm going to get out the rest of the stuff we need. Alright y'all, so I've got these mashed potatoes. It's the buttery, or no, it's a chicken broth one, which I like. And I've got 2 cups of water in the pot. So I'm just going to sit that over here until we're ready to do that. And then I got this like a week or so ago. It's the Margaret Holmes brand, and it's the buttered corn. It literally comes out thick like butter. So it was really good. I didn't have to flavor it or anything. I just add like pepper to mine. So I really like eating corn with mashed potatoes because sometimes I will mix up the mashed potatoes with the corn and it's really delicious. Anyway, so we're gonna just heat that up in the microwave at the end, but I figured I'd go ahead and read today's with y'all. This is the You'll Never Walk Alone book, and it's the Publications International brand, I guess, publishing house. I don't know what that's called. Anyways, I'm not a book person too much, but I'm gonna do July 20th. I think today's the 19th, or no, today's the 18th for me. I read some of them by myself and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna skip to this date. So we're a day ahead actually for y'all, but that's okay. Anyways, this one says, but though he caused grief, yet will he have compassion according to the multitude of his mercies. That's Lamentations 3:32. I think that's the 4th book of the Bible. Merciful God, I know that troubled times can draw me closer to you. For it is then that I call out to you. Please come, kindle in me a fire to seek you out when I am not in distress. Yeah, I want to seek closeness to you, whatever my mood. That is so true. Especially when I'm going through some rough patches. That's when you really know, like, this is what you have to hold on to. Your faith. And my faith is in Jesus. And I really don't know what I would do without him. I feel like even the times that I've thought I was living without him, he was still there, but I wasn't, if that makes sense. And so it's nice to just like commune with Jesus and feel a closeness, because y'all, I've even started praying over my food again, and I hadn't done that in such a long time. But I'm like, I'm grateful for our food. So even if it's like, thank you so much for this food, bless it, nourish it to our bodies, keep us healthy, stuff like that. Like, that's still, it's just a moment of like, I am grateful for this. I don't take this for granted. I don't take my health for granted. That kind of stuff. And another thing I've been doing that I feel like has started to help my driving and riding anxiety, because I have both. And depending on the speed limit, it increases. So whenever we're on the interstate, you get to go 70 miles per hour. The roads are so much louder, and everything is just so loud. And when those big 18-wheelers go past us and we have a car that's like really low to the ground, it scares the crap out of me. But I know that I'm not in charge of my time. God is. So there's no reason for me to be afraid, because there's nothing I can do about it anyway. It's up to him. And also, laying hands on your car, the steering wheel, or even like if I'm a passenger, I'll lay my hands on the little handle of the door, and I'll just say, Jesus, get me from point A to B to C. I pray for everybody else on the road with me. I pray for their safety. Like, just little things like that. It doesn't have to be this like eventful prayer. It can be simple, and that's all it has to be. I think there is actually a scripture that says something to the effect of what is it called? I really need to find it, but maybe some of y'all know it. But it's basically where you just pray, and then that's it. Like, not having to feel like thank you, like obsessively. I need to find it. I found it. So this is the AI overview. When you type something in, I typed in Bible verse that talks about not praying a certain way. Because, okay, so Matthew 6:7-8 says Jesus advises against using meaningless repetitions when praying, saying, do not use vain repetitions as the Gentiles do, for they suppose that they will be heard for their many words. The verse continues, so do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. And then Solomon, this is Ecclesiastes 5:2-3, and it says, Solomon says to pray with few words, saying, be not rash with your mouth, nor let your heart be hasty to utter a word before God. For God is in heaven, and you are on earth, therefore let your words be few. So, and then there's other prayers, scriptures, or I think it's a scripture and not just people saying this, but it's like pray without ceasing, stuff like that. So it's not that you shouldn't be in continual conversation with Jesus. It's that we don't have to feel like Jesus can't hear us, because He can hear us. We don't even have to say what it is. Whenever you are like, I have an unspoken prayer, that's all that matters. If I know that Jessica needs prayer, I don't need to know what Jessica needs prayer about, because Jesus knows that. It's just help, two or more gathered, things like that. I think the more people that pray, that's good, because you're kind of, it's like an act of faith. You're believing in miracles and stuff like that. By the way, the mashed potatoes are done, and I think I'm going to flip the chicken because it's looking pretty good. Those mashed potatoes cook up pretty fast. But yeah, just simple things like get me from A to B. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for this food. In Jesus' name, amen. And it may feel like, oh, well, that's just so like, that's all. Like, I don't need to be more. But God knows our hearts. So you don't have to put on or make something bigger than you, in order for it to be worthy of God, because there are so many areas in the Bible where it's like, be meek, be still, be like just like a calmness about it. And I really like that, because it takes the pressure off of feeling like I need to match up to this divine creator, when really we can just be simple about it, and it doesn't have to go into so much depth, and we don't have to be repetitive, because He hears us the first time. You know what I was just thinking of? There's been a lot of times in my life where I'm like, I don't even know how to pray. And just knowing that there's verses that say that, to just be simple and short with it. I mean, your prayer could be like, God, I don't even know what I'm praying about, but you do. And it's just like acknowledging Him. I think that's important. This is going to make me cough. They look good though. Y'all know it's always real life over here. Corn. And while it's steaming, I'm going to clean it up. So I'll show you the after. That is a hot mess express. But at least everything's heated. Corn's done, mash is done, chicken's done. Aaron, yeah. Come fix your plate. Okay, and I got the plates right here. She's clean now. I took advantage of the fact that it was probably steamy in there, so it was easy to get everything wiped off. I also chopped up some cucumber and tomatoes, y'all. Here's dinner for tonight. And it was fast. Like maybe less than 10 minutes for sure. So that's it. That's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.